All right, all right, all right. Welcome, everybody. My name is Sneakbike, and I'm co-hosted today by Cosmicordia.
Hi.
So you might be, yeah, there we are. So you might be asking yourself, what is Sneakbike? Well, you are at a retro gaming community. Some of us stream, some of us do not, but all of us like to play retro games. And we meet every Saturday here at 3 p.m. in order to go through 2 or 3 retro games that we've never seen before and have several of our racers compete for our friendship. So if you've never seen these games before, then that's fine, but we'll go through them together and we'll see which of our friends can complete them in the fastest way possible. Today in the producing for us is Jen the Human and Melatonin, and they're going to help us out in chat if you need anything.
Big ol' thank you to each and every one of our producers and runners. So let me introduce our runners today. We have a motley crew for you. So we have Echo, not economics. exclamation point commentary. Yeah, there you go, Mel. Commentators. So we have Echo, aka Economics, not economics. They are a seasoned veteran of our sneak bike. They've run many races with us before. They actually started off as a beginner runner, and we're so happy to see them graduating to intermediate. They are an illustrator by trade, so please go give them Echo, my rival. It's true. It's true. It was a high octane race between Ace and Echo at many points throughout Sneakbike's colored history. And if you have not already given Echo a follow, they do wonderful illustrations. Highly, highly recommend. Next up, we have Ghost MF Lion. Who knows what the MF stands for? I like to think it stands for my friend, Ghost, my friend Lion. Ghost has been doing Hollow Knight recently. And I think he's going to work on randomizers with us in the community. So stay tuned for that. And he is also a returning runner, and we're very happy to see him today. Next up, we have Loridian, who was commentating last week. So as you can see, it's very fluid around here in Sneak Squad Central. 1 week you can be commentating, another week you can be racing, and next week, who knows? So Loridian has raced with us before. He has, I checked on what he has been streaming recently, and he's been working on Hades, which a lot of the community has been into recently. So go check him out. And then last but not least, we have Kai. Yo, BE, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Shout out to BE. BE's been doing their first playthrough of Majora's Mask, and it is a delight, a treat, and a privilege. Our last racer today, we have Kai, who is this is his first time racing with us on Sneakbike. So give him all the good positive thoughts. Jumping right into intermediate, Kai is also an illustrator by nature. He works on pixel art, and he and Echo do these really delightful collaborations, maybe like once a week, maybe more, where they play games and design characters, and it is just such a treat. So big ol' sneakly claps. I don't know how a snake can clap, but there you go, to all of our runners. We also have...
Indeed, we're happy to have everybody here. This is certainly a good crew for these games coming up.
Sleek mentioned it earlier, but thank you so much to Mel, also known as Melatonin, Mulatto 9 Inch Nails, for hosting the stream today on OBS. And thank you to Jen for being our second producer in the wings, helping out and running stream elements for us. Thank you to all of our mods today in chat. I see that we have Ace. I see that we have Tomato here, and just a big old thank you. So I think that that brings us to the point where we are just about ready to get started.
I think that's right. I think we're ready. Yeah.
All right. So
let me just dip out of here for a second. I'll tell them to start off, and we'll get going.
All right. So Sleek is going to give them the 3, 2, 1, go. We actually decided that the parlance should be 3, 2, 1, sneak. All right. Welcome back. So Sleek gave them the 3, 2, 1 sneak, and our first game today is just an assault on the senses, but also amazing.
It's hard not to get enthusiastic about this game, cause whenever I say the name, I can't say it plain. I have to say it very enthusiastically, like Hamtaro, Hams, unite!
I mean, the exclamation point is there in the title, so you have to. It would be a shame if you didn't.
That's right. So as in sort of a similar way to Katamari Damacy, you're greeted by someone who's giving you some instructions at the beginning of the game. That's sort of this disheveled hamster who looks like he's got a 5 o'clock shadow, and he's telling you all about how you need to bring a bunch of hams back to the clubhouse. And
so this is actually Boss. The hamster's name is Boss.
That's right. Yes, but he was so surly, I just couldn't pay that much attention to him. He was too bad. But the game sort of revolve. It's a sort of a hunt. It's sort of a quest to find these other hams. But there's sort of an element of Clockwork Orange that's written into this game.
Oh, is there?
Oh, that's right. Yes, because they're so what they're doing right now is some of the racers, Echo and Luridian, they're pulling up their little Pokédex equivalent essentially, and inside is a dictionary of all of sort of regular words into what's called ham chat. So
it's all the rage right now.
Yeah, exactly. And so what they're doing is Boss is telling them a whole bunch of ham chat words that they're going to need to use in the game. So the first one that they learn is let's say it a little bit more enthusiastically, ham-ha! And ham-ha is essentially like, oh, hi, Kaz, how are you doing? Ham-ha!
Were we to be hamsters communicating with one another, right?
That's right. I think that this is like the cool teen speak between the hamsters, because some of the older hamsters don't like to speak in the ham chat.
It's true. It's also kind of a shame we don't have the game audio, because every time you use one of these ham chat words, which is amazing for having only like an 8-bit channel or whatever for the Game Boy Color, it tries to emulate as if your hamster is speaking. So the ham ha sounds very much like ham ha, like it goes down and then it goes up. It's very darling.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, darling, I think is exactly the right word for it. And not only is the sound really good in this game, but as you can see on the screen, the animation I think is top notch for a Game Boy Color game. This is certainly much less pixelated than Pokemon. And just looking through sort of the list of other Game Boy games, it's a lot better drawn, I think, than other games.
I thought they were great. No, I'm so happy you chose it. So I don't know if we said the objective. So Boss is running you through the mechanics of the game, how to speak ham speak, and the fact that all of your little hammy friends, your hams, if you will, are missing from the clubhouse. So it is your job to go and retrieve them. And you see our objective up on screen: get 6 hams in the clubhouse. So there's 2 to start, and you need to go find 4.
That's right. And the game can be the complexity in finding one of the hams and convincing them to come back to the clubhouse, to come back home, can range in difficulty. So some of them you just have to find and talk to them. Others you have to learn special words in order to soothe their fears or tell them what's going on, and then figure out some way to convince them to come back to the clubhouse. So it really ranges quite a bit. We tried to pick something that would fit into a race context. So probably what's going through the runners' heads, and I'm seeing some different strategies between all the runners. Some of the runners are very methodically going through all of the dialogue and trying to memorize all the words. And other runners are trying to speed through the dialogue and then hope that they can just use some of the words and find what they need. So for example, Echo has just stopped and used the hif command and picked up a sunflower, which the sunflowers act like a bit of currency in the game. So it's going to be interesting to see which of the runner strategies work out. Is it better to dig in every hole, or is it better to go through the level very quickly? We'll have to see who comes out on top in that regard. The other thing that you can do in the game is you can hold down B and you can run. And so we've told this to the runners explicitly, and but no one seems to be using it yet. There we go. Ghost got it.
Oh, and Neko got it too, yeah.
Okay, good. So, yeah, and so Luridian has just entered a shop, and you can see Kai Mitten looking through the shop there. So you can see that there's a price for all of the items, and so if you buy with a certain number of sunflowers, then you can get certain items. You can also pick up costumes, and if you go back to your room in the clubhouse, you can try on certain costumes, but much to my dismay, you cannot then wear those costumes outside of your room. You can just take a picture with it. So it's kind of disappointing from the racer context. And I certainly didn't get as far in the game as maybe I could have, but these costumes, they look like they were just a vanity, and it turns out that the racers are on a bit of a wild goose chase with these clothes.
Sure. I was just about to point that out. I'm sure that's a functionality that you can use with the Game Boy printer. Like I'm certain that's what it's for.
Well, I didn't actually play this game as a young person, but I understand that maybe you own this game. Is that right, Kaz? Is that?
Oh, good Lord. So the year was 1999, and wee little Kaz got a Game Boy Color for her birthday. I did not have so many games for the Game Boy Color, even though this was like my primary console. Like this was my first video game console. Yo, Bren, thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate you. How was your stream?
Excellent. Welcome to the Brennomanians. And so tell me in chat, is it option one? Is it Bren, or is it like the Italian pasta Brenne? Which one do you prefer? Which?
Yes, if we can get a poll going for this, maybe.
Yeah, please. Would you like Brenne the al dente or Bren the friend? This is the
Bren the friend. Oh my god, Friendomania.
Friendomania. Exactly.
But yeah, so I didn't have too many games for the Game Boy Color, even though that was like my first personal gaming console. Like I had Super Mario Brothers Deluxe because it came like bundled with it, and then like this came out in like 2001. Hold on, let me look at the.
No, that's right. Yeah, the U.S. release was in 2001 or 2002.
October 28th, 2002. So I got this a good 3 years after I got my Game Boy Color. And I like. This was like only one of 3 games I ever had for my Game Boy, but it is so good. Oh man, I like squealed when you told me the game. I spent hours on this. I don't think I ever beat this game. I remember getting stuck.
What other noise would be appropriate for a hamster game other than to squeal? This is the question.
Maybe I should have said ham ha.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I made quite the sound of disbelief when I figured out that you can run. I guarantee I did not do that as a 12-year-old. I never knew that your little hamster could run.
Yes.
There's 8 Hamtaro games. Holy guacamole.
They really have captured the magic of the sequel with this series, I think. So a couple of things that I should point out about what the racers are doing. In this first stage, a lot of the puzzles are solved by just the simple ham ha command, which for everyone who just came in or is just raiding, this is just saying hello to the other hamsters in the ham chat dialogue that the hamsters have among each other. And in this particular level, the easiest ham to find, which is sort of just a friend, even though there's a different name for friend in the game. The ham to find in the game is sort of a bit of a flirt, a bit of a love interest. She'll sort of play hard to get, and you have to chase her through the level. But the other thing that the players have to face, and this is the real internal struggle, I think, the real narrative struggle of this game. So Echo has just.
I was going to say, Echo seems to be the farthest along.
Yeah, yes. Well, she's now upset.
Coochie Q is part of the ham chat. It means like cutie or whatever. This hamster's name is Bijou.
Bijou, that's right. Yes, exactly. Yes. And so you've learned some words by this point, coming up to Bijou at this point in the game, and you have to soothe her because you've just hurt her by hitting the tree and having the bugs come down. So I'm not sure if Echo actually has the word that you need. So she might, Bijou might. I don't know. I don't know if these hamsters have gender. So I don't know if Bijou will respond to the words that Echo has figued out so far, but we'll have to see. One thing about a lot of these interactions, so on some of the other screens, there's a surprisingly large number of interactions where you have to tackle other hamsters, which I found to be a very surprising way to make friends in the game, but it's what the game needs you to do. So you often have to go around and like hit another hamster, At one point, there's a hamster that you have to knock off of a ledge, and he's afraid of heights. So there's quite a lot of friendly violence that goes on in this game that's going on. Oh, and I think Luridian has found another one of the hams. This one actually is not a part of the original 4 that we were thinking would be easy to find. But this one, you have to run into the wall twice with the tac Q command, and then that hamster comes down and says hello, and you make friends. It looks like Kai Mitten and Ghost Mother and Ghost MF Lion. They're hopping along Ghost Mother, just like the Australian band. But they're hopping along, making friends with the very brave hamster on top of the roof that's summoning all of the rafters.
Oh, that was Kai. But Luridian is figuring out. I forgot where he got oopsie. Where do you get oopsie from? Because that's the word you need to soothe Bijou. So Boss takes your Pokédex or Hamster Dex. Or, do you know what that thing is called? The Hamchat thesaurus? He just calls it notebook.
Notebook. Okay, so he takes the notebook and he scribbles a bunch of words in. I don't know if that's the one that's where you get that one. It was somewhere in this level though, so it doesn't require you to go outside of the level, and it might actually be this one. So they've noticed that. So Echo has noticed that there's a hamster scurrying around in the bushes, and you can tackle them just like you can tackle everything, but that doesn't make friends very fast. But it's somewhere in this level that the oopsie comes in. So we'll see if they can find it or not.
So Luridian, the hamster that he managed to fall down to the ground, and it's like super embarrassed now. He is missing a word that the others have found, and it's nopey blue, which is the word he needs to soothe that particular hamster, which I believe that's Oxnard.
It's surprising how few of the words actually. Oh yeah, so it looks like Luridian. Oh, he's trying to win him over with kindness, but Bijou is a bigger diva than you might expect. Oh, and he gets the tackle. There we go. So there's Bijou. She's appropriately out of sorts. So we've got to see if he can figure out. So he tries to tell her she's cute. Yep.
Trying to flirt. Okay, there you go. So he got the oopsie, which I saw on someone else's screen. Oopsie you got from knocking yet another hamster out of a tree.
Right. So it gives you a weird impression of how to make friends. I think did you find after playing this game that you would run around and just tackle people randomly, expecting sunflower seeds and acorns?
I was a very touched teenager, so that tracks.
I see.
So Luridian, so Bijou, you comfort her, and she's like, "Oh, but dang, I dropped my shiny rock. Whatever will I do?" So, and Echo and Luridian figured it out that you have to dig into the little spot in the grass there and get the shiny rock. And so Echo and Luridian have both now successfully gotten Bijou to go back to the clubhouse. Ghost is working on the same thing, and Kai's just having a good time.
Ghost actually had an interesting solution for that. He was trying to run around the tree instead of trying to use his Hamchat words. Oh, and Ghost goes right for it, and he gets the keyword there. And Kai.
Go ahead.
Oh, we have a new subscriber. It's Bears and Beats. Welcome back for a third month. Thank you so much. We really appreciate the support here. Enjoy your GG emotes and your Sneakbike emotes.
Your Sneakbee.
Yeah, so thank you. We really appreciate it. Thank you. And hopefully we didn't miss anyone else. I wasn't looking, but yeah. So Kai actually he used the Scoochie Coo to run up the tree. There's a hamster who's trying to get one of the berries on the tree, and you can knock him off the tree, and then you can scurry up the tree, and then surprise, at the top of the tree there's a store where you can buy more clothes.
Oh.
you know, putting.
I called this the predecessor, this 18-year predecessor to Animal Crossing.
Yeah, exactly. It's except I think the grumpy people in this game are much more grumpy than in Animal Crossing. There's there's one that Luridian just passed by, or maybe he's on the next screen. He's sitting at a bench, and he hates it when people come up and use ham chat with him. So I don't really know exactly what to do with this guy other than to tackle him. But you can't really do anything with that the surly hamster that's there. So it looks like both Echo and Luridian tried to just go into that domed sandcastle area, and if you go in once, there's sort of an embarrassing moment with an unseen hamster inside. And that embarrassing moment is they just tell you to get out, basically, and then you leave. If you go in twice, which I don't think that they've done, then this hamster that Luridian is talking to, who's basically inert, he doesn't do very much, he will scurry around, go in, and then get the other hamster, and then they'll walk off together to do who knows what. But pretty much all of these, so those are two rare exceptions to the rule that generally when you talk to a hamster and you fulfill their request, for example, this sunbather here in Ghost Screen, or this very particularly sad hamster that Echo is digging around for, they'll pretty much teach you a word of ham chat. And I see Kai has just learned zoo zoo zoo, which actually I didn't get when I played through. I wonder if that would have got me across something. But pretty much they'll teach you a ham chat word, and then later on you'll be able to use this to recover one of the hams, take it back to the clubhouse, and then find one more of the hams. And that's pretty much where all of the players are going at this point. Luridian is doing something that I didn't actually
know you could do that.
He solved a puzzle that I couldn't figure out. Yeah, so if you tackle one of the pillars that your protagonist is surprisingly hard-headed, you're able to find a hamster following that mole's suggestion. And so it looks like, and now you have to win over the hamster. So the hamster's probably not happy that he just fell. So he just tackled him, and then he gives him a ham chat word, blash tea, which might be useful here. But actually it's looking, so apparently either Luridian doesn't have one of the words, or this isn't one of the primary hams that you have to find in order to fill out the clubhouse. And then
he's figuring out you do need to do something special to be able to climb up. Oh, very smart. He's looking in his little Rolodex. He tried go pee, which is an action that I'm very sure, can use your imagination of what it would do. And then Scoochie is the one that you need to run up the pole.
That's so interesting. Oh, and you can get some sunflower seed rewards at the top. That's very nice. That's very welcome. Oh, never mind. It's a moth.
A bug, just a beetle.
Yeah, there are some points where if you tackle a thing too many times and give the hamster a little mini animated concussion, I think, the hamster will sort of give you that shrug pose, like, what are you doing to me? Come on. And then immediately bounces back with a smile. So he's got some persistence. Oh no, a hamster in distress. We've got a little, oh no, their scarf blew away. How precious. Oh no. Oh, so you don't suppose that you got to give them a scarf, do you?
Who's to say? How many hams do we have this far? I'm trying to keep count. I think both Echo and Luridian and Ghost, and I'm pretty sure Kai. I'm pretty sure everyone has at least one. I'm pretty sure they all have Bijou.
I think they all have gotten Bijou now that Kai has filled that quest. They only have to go up to 4. But they start off with 2. So if they go into their select screen, then they'll see the number of hams in the clubhouse. And once that reaches the total number 6, then they'll be able to progress on. We were able to find 4 without completely filling out the ham chat Rolodex pretty easily. Just there are 4 of them that you can just find, and they sort of appear very naturally. So that's all we expect out of the the racers today. However, a couple of the racers have found a bunch of the hams that we didn't think were totally necessary in order to do. So, for example, Luridian has wisely moved on from that hamster who had the scarf blew away. Some of them you need to find a word in another level or another part of the screen, or you need to go back and it turns into a bit of a Metroidvania to try and find these ham chat words. So this is it's wiser in this race, at least, to just move on to the next ham and see if you can satisfy their needs without trying to fill out your Rolodex or too much for that.
Yeah, very similar to Hollow Knight. Yes, thank you.
Very, very similar. What do you suppose the ham chat words would be in Hollow Knight?
Oh, gosh.
Sha, Adiga.
Sha and Bafanada.
Bafanada, yeah. Although same thing. In order to make friends, you still need to fight them. So a lot of tech Q going on in Hollow Knight.
Yeah, I can see the direct inspiration from Hollow Knight from this game. Yeah, for sure.
Yes, exactly. Well, just as cute, but not as we're not trying to make friends. Hollow Knight just has friends happen. That's
yeah.
So
the one maze that you can see Ghost is at right now. The one puzzle is that the one hamster, she loses her scarf, and that the bird on the next rung over has it. And what you have to do is, and you can get a hint if you go back to the clubhouse, boss tells you that that bird is such a SOB, but in nicer ham chat language, and that one day he'll make that bird laugh. So I didn't find whatever word it was that you needed to make the bird laugh, but I'm sure it exists.
Neither did I got so confused at this part. I couldn't do anything. It's to the south. There's more lucrative places to go. Oh, and I see Kai. Kai is trying to impress Bijou in the clubhouse, in her clubhouse room, and she has a particularly neatly done clubhouse, so she must clean weekly. Others of the hamsters have things sort of strewn about the floor, but she's just basically, being a diva, being cute. She doesn't respond to very many of the words that you bring back to her. She's just sort of stringing you along with either your friendship or your love, whichever you prefer. And now Kai's getting a delivery of some of his items. So he goes to the cabinet, he puts in the items, and then he tells you how much room you have left. And then if you go to the mirror, you can try on some of the outfits, and then you can update the picture on the desk to wear whatever you want. So I found some bunny ears and a kimono, and I felt like that was my prime outfit, my power outfit.
Cake asks, did anyone watch the actual show Hamtaro? I did, which I think is what predicated me getting this game for the Game Boy Color. It's been a while, but the show was so cute. Oh my gosh.
Actually, but it's not a movie, right? It's not one of the Studio Ghibli movies too, or?
No. It had its own series.
I see. Because I thought Hamtaro. Because it is a little bit reminiscent of Totoro, kind of a same sort of thing, except there's more kid finding the hamsters. Yeah, well, I mean, these sort of cutesy kid animes sort of have all the same features, right? It's sort of
Hamtaro. Hamtaro. Ace, please.
Thank you, Ace. And Old King Cake said something earlier that I wanted to loop back to. Which he can't wait for them to find the abyss, and so in Hollow Knight, I think the abyss is the place with the hot tub.
No spoilers,
right?
No spoilers, please.
Oh, never mind. Excuse me.
I'm working my way through it. I'm 20 hours in.
Okay, well, but there are some fun things to do in this game, and so there's a dance hall where you can go and you can pay 3 sunflower seeds to listen to a music of your choice. That you can buy, but I don't think it has any use for the racers here. They all seem to be getting stuck on the the red jungle gym. Oh, and it looks like Ghost has found the bird. But what they should really do is just go on and find some of the other places to go. They're all getting hung up at this one point. But it looks like Luridian, and I think I missed it, but Luridian has found another Ham, so he's back at the clubhouse, and he's getting some more words from Boss. So he might be farther along. I'll have to watch what his progress is.
Echo's trying to impress the bird too. Why does the bird have a scarf? Because on like a couple of rungs over, there's one of your little ham friends who loses her scarf in the wind, and then the bird catches it. So she's sad. She wants her scarf back, and the goal is to get it back from the bird. The bird, who is notoriously hard to make laugh. You have to make him laugh somehow. But I'm not sure what the word is. I'm just gonna look it up. I'm gonna look up on like game facts or something.
Yeah. No problem. There are a couple of good FAQ and tutorials. So I think they're hosted by IGN. But so if you absolutely if you go out and you pick up this game and you're having a little bit of trouble, there are some diehard Hamtaro Hams Unite fans out there who have your back and can help you out with some things.
Stream sponsored by IGN. Thank you, Mel.
We're not sponsored by IGN. Yeah, so a couple of the words that they're getting, you can see, there's a certain element of maybe laziness about how they're assigning the words from English to the ham chat. Some of them are like yep p, and some of them are like nope p, which obviously are yes and no. And then go p, it's like, okay, there's no real magic here. It's not as complicated as like a Clockwork Orange or something like this. But some of them have more obscure names. So Hif, for example, is sort of how do I smell for something or pick something up, and that's what that does.
Apparently, the word that you need for the word is the bird. The bird word that you need is gasp p, which gasp one of them has that.
You do get gasp p in these first couple of levels. Yes, somebody that's right. You
already has that. I didn't have it when I played through, so that's why I couldn't. But
mm-hmm.
So we'll find out.
Well, a couple of the players have more of the levels open up, and if they bother to sort of go and explore those other levels, then they'll find that there are a couple of easy ham pickups at the good. So Luridian is heading to the ruins, which I think that there's a pretty easy ham pickup if you can. There's a place to go, and it's actually kind of a weird scene. I think I'll refrain from commenting on it until we get there, but it's unique. It's unique to a Japanese anime game, definitely. Yeah, and it looks like Luridian has figured out how to clone himself somehow by doing some. Oh, and here's the really surly old guy in Luridian's old hamster in Luridian's window. I did not figure out how to please this guy. I think he's happy to be unhappy, and sometimes you just got to be unhappy and just sit at a table on a nice beach and just be surly with everyone who passes by.
You can tell he's an old grumpy guy because he's wearing a belt.
Oh, that's the giveaway. Well,
that's not young. That's not hip. Also, I think we glossed over it. A lot of your acquaintances are calling themselves good Samaritans.
Oh, right. Yes, that's right. I did catch that. One of the most frustrating things that I found in this game was as Luridian just showed, you cannot control which direction you dig, and sometimes you also cannot control which direction you tackle. So this can be a little bit frustrating, I think. So this is one of the hams that Luridian has come across. He's got a green hat. I wound up not getting him. He's saying, I don't have time for small talk, gotta go look for Penelope, and then he he runs off in a particular direction. But there is another Ham pickup here who is just dialogue, and I think Luridian has everything that he needs in order to catch him. So there he goes running off to the side, and then Luridian is picked up on the visual cue that if you slam into the wall, a small sink drops onto you, and then undeterred, the hamster can hit that wall again to have a slightly larger sink fall onto you. And then if you do yet a third time, a huge sink falls onto you, the hamster shrugs, and then you can hit the wall, but then the hamster's clearly not happy with this, and nothing happens. So this is one of the things. And it looks like Luridian missed it. If you run up that lamp, you can find where the ham is. There's a word queue a couple of areas back. But maybe switching over to Echo for a second, it looks like Echo's found another ham. So I think Boss is giving them some instructions on where to go next and then Boss sort of turns into a bit of a lazy teacher and just fills out your Pokédex for you, just sort of filling in words. It's so I think Boss is making it plain for them where to go next, and then going back to his guard duty. So going back to Luridian, since they're going over new ground. And just real quick, Ghost has just picked up the love letter from one of the hamsters. I don't know exactly where to use it. I think you can just take a picture with it.
You bring it back to one of the lady hamsters you talked to at the beginning of the level.
Oh, and that's what. And
then you exit the level, and if you come back, they're smooching. You have played matchmaker for them.
Oh, a little
PG-13 for us.
A little PG-13. If they were just holding hands, it'd be okay. But okay, well.
So yeah, let's see if Ghost figures this out. These are not hamsters. This is a waste of time, basically, but it's good entertainment. These are not hamsters that you recruit back to the.
That's right. They're not a part of Ham Prime, which forms the core of the Ham Clubhouse.
Jen, please
over here,
throw hands, please.
Well, over here with Luridian, they're really making good progress. Luridian has started to buy off the operator lever. So this guy teaches you a roar, Herc Q, which so you sort of beat on your chest and then go things. And actually, Luridian has made a smart move here to leave the level without going up to the top of the tower. So because he's paid sunflower seeds to the operator of the crane, he can jump into a red basket and then be levered up to the top. You can do something very cruel to a hamster friend, but then if you get to the top, there's something else going on. And so if he goes up there, we'll have to see if he can figure out the puzzle, but maybe not. Echo, though, has figured out one of the, should we call it Way of the Hero areas? So they've gone up the lamp, and they've gone to the across the roof. They must have gotten the word cue from one of the other hamsters. They skipped over two of the vehicles there. There are things to do there, but then they've come to one of the hams, and they're playing with a frog in a hot tub. So there's a couple of things to do here. It looks like the frog has escaped from prison, maybe. So I don't know. He might be a pretty shady dude. Echo's sort of going through the standard actions that you can do there, and then they've come across a plug in the pool, and if you toggle on that thing, then you drain the pool. The Hamtaro gets thrown off the edge, but then you can go up, and if you then run around, so she's looking. So this entrance actually takes you to a shop. So this isn't going to help, but it's nice to know about. This is where you get the kimono. If anyone's looking to look fashionable, then this is where you want to go. So why not take a little break from questing for your ham friends to go shopping? That's my phrase. Okay, so now we found the frog and the hamster, and if you greet them, then they basically say, "Hey, we were just having fun. We were maybe there's a keyword that you got to use here. I don't think so there's sticky, which is poke them with a stick, and it looks like, unfortunately, Echo skipped over a word. I think it comes on the beach, but So I think they might have to go back and pick up that word. But bravo to Echo for getting up to that part and identifying the ham up there.
So Call, I agree. This game seems more challenging than it should be. It's like I never finished this game. I'd like to think that I was somewhat of a smart 12-year-old, but you can get stuck very easily, and there's only so many hints built into the game, and also this is super detailed walkthroughs on the internet and pre-YouTube, so maybe this is why I never finished it. I just gave up.
Some of the later puzzles are arbitrarily complicated. You need, a word from some obscure level, and then you need to know exactly who to talk to, and then you have to do something twice to two different people, and then this will make the ham. So it does get really, really complicated pretty much after this. But our wonderful play testers, and shout out to Kia Ohm, we were able to get 4 of the hams in about 40 minutes. So I think I haven't. No one's shown their select screen. Oh, so Kaiman just showed their select screen, and they've got 3 hams. So I guess they haven't quite gone so far on the beach, but they're close. I think the most that we've gotten so far is 2. So we'll have to see how the racers progress. And it looks like Echo is investigating those cars, trying to see if there's a clue that they've missed there. But you can do something with that car to get it, but I think you just get a keyword and then it moves on. So Luridian, though, is taking advantage of his deal that he's made with the crane operator, and he's jumped all the way up to the top of this building. And so here's a hamster that is clinging to a rail, and he's very afraid. And if you try and greet him, then he says, I've messed up. I'm here by mistake. Please leave me alone. And you can work through the actions here. Try and poke him with a stick. Tell him he's a cutie. All these things. But he's gone. He's gone. So you revert back to what you need to do, which is basically tackle your friends.
Great violence.
And bye-bye. But he teaches you a word. So in the end, violence sort of helps you out here.
Okay.
I imagine that kids playing video games in Japan have a little bit of trouble making friends if they play this one. I know I certainly would have trouble with this. I'm surprised you didn't run around and tackle your friend's cause. I think...
I did, but maybe not directly as a result of this game, so...
Oh, I see. Well, it's good to know that you can do it. And it's good to know that, sometimes the consequences aren't so bad.
Yeah, it's an extra skill I put on my resume. Number 1 friend tackler.
Yes, exactly. And so we've stumbled upon, I think that this is one of the hams, but I have no idea how to appease them. They're pretty much just chilling with their kids and trying to make a day of it, but they're not allowing you to go onto the mat because so Luridian has already found 2 of them, so he's up to 4, so he's pretty close. But your feet are apparently dirty, so that hamster does not want you to go onto the mat. And this is one of those rare instances where using the TAC-Q command does not allow you to get in on their picnic. Instead, they just grab their lunch boxes, they lift them over their heads, and then they say, "Get out of here. We don't want you doing that." And Luridian is deciding to be cruel and repeating history a little bit. Oh, and a little bit of kawaii for the
which it does make that noise. That's not just me saying that.
That's right. And if you're coming in late, we do recommend playing with the sound on. That's certainly a key feature, a key cute feature of this game. So I didn't see if Echo actually got the extra ham. Did you catch that? Oh, Echo got the hamster to move. I'm not exactly sure how you do it, but you learn a word called panic cue,
Hmm.
which again is not very different from the English word. But then the hamster moves right back, and then you can't move through. So he just being a pest, I guess. Um, but
No,
it
this
looks
is
like
getting beyond where I play tested. I spent an hour last night and I was taking my damn fine time. I was collecting. I got up to like 50 sunflower seeds and like 10
what?
rocks. Yeah.
That's like 12 outfits.
I know. I'm saving up.
You can take so many good pictures with that.
I know.
And
If only
and it looks like Ghost found a ham and took him back to the clubhouse. So this was one of the hams that we identified on the way of the hero, or the play test, and
I just like calling it that, the way of the hero. Meeting the objectives is just the way of the hero now in all games.
Yeah, well, it's
In all Sneakbike games.
Credit goes to the Zelda randomizers when they give you the hints. That's the.
This is basically this is a Metroidvania. This is basically a Zelda rando. What isn't Sneakbike? What isn't Hamtaro?
Exactly.
Really, I pose that question to one and all.
Well put. Although having a Hamtaro rando, I think, would be very interesting, because you get words that you wouldn't have normally.
Oh, yeah, that would be so interesting if all the ham chat was randomized.
Yeah, exactly. But actually, I think just looking at the play styles of how the different racers are going about things, I think that they're actually behind right now, but I actually like the play styles of Ghost and Kai. Just talking with every hamster in the first couple of accessible levels gives you enough things to get 4 hams and then move on. Oh, but it looks like Ghost has figured out, he's completed the dialogue options for the birds. So one of these must.
Yes.
He got the gasp, and he gets the scarf. He raises it over his head, as you do when you get an item, and
Da-na-na-na. That's the music that plays. It's kind of weird that they would do that, but it's okay.
Yes. Well, that's what you got to do. Oh, and it looks like we're missing 2, so maybe there's something else to do with this bird.
No, the bird asks you what's the ham chat word for friend. So
oh, you can get that. It's
Hamo.
Hamo, yes. Yeah.
So Ghost just straight up lied to this bird and told him that the word for friend is to go pee. So
hopefully that doesn't.
I did not look up if there was any Hamtaro fanfic, because I did not want to ruin my life like that. Also, thank you, SoCall, so much for looking that up. The speedrun record for this game is 44 minutes, 33 seconds. Now, is that the any percent, or is that the 100%? Did I minor in ham?
But are they different? I think you have to get all the ham. Oh, well, but you have to buy all the outfits, right? So maybe that's the 100% and just get the hams is the...
Is it a basset? I don't know. I remember liking that dog when I was younger and played this because it reminded me of our family dog. So maybe it's any person. I wonder if there's like glitches in this game. Are there? Can you do overworld with some overworld glitches? 100% is 2 hours 9 seconds. Okay, I can get sub 2 hours on this, no problem.
I now we've unleashed a beast. You're gonna start speedrunning Hamtaro. Ham unite, which is the only real way to say the name of this game. So Kai looks like they're a little bit behind on their access to levels, but I think that this might be a bit of an advantage going forward. So Ghost has returned the scarf, and he's brought the ham back to the ham clubhouse, and he's getting more instructions from boss. But I think he's only got 1 more. I think he's up to 5 on the ham counter. Echo has wisely gone back to the beach. I think the beach is where you find the missing word for where Luridian is, and we'll see if Luridian, because I think Luridian earlier had gone back to the beach, so we'll see if Luridian has still's missing the word. I think you get it from the digging game on the beach, but I don't remember. So Echo has found another one of the stores, and maybe that's a blessing when you're playing through the game. You'll have to tell me, Cause, but in a speed race, it's not what you're looking for. So that's unfortunate for them.
Yeah, so-called. Get out of there. Get off of fanfiction.net. No. Go save yourself. Amazing that it's over 1,000, but this game in this series, because it's a sprawling media franchise, so it's not just the 8 Game Boy Color games or Game Boy Advance games or whatever, but it had its own like anime series and such. So cursed. Save yourself. Go to twitch.tv.
Cleanse your palate with some of those BTTV emotes. Post some of those hamster rolls and Santa hamster things. You'll forget all about that fan fiction and come. Yes, thank you, Jen. This is
hamster.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Also, if you know what I will ruin everybody's day with is y'all remember the hamster dance? There you go. Now it is stuck in your head for at least the rest of the day.
Well, it took me a long time to figure out where that song came from. It's the one song that they play in the cartoon version of Robin Hood, the one with the fox and the rooster. So the rooster's always playing that song. It's basically that song. Faster. Yes, exactly. Yeah, probably. Yeah, something.
Yeah, it is that one.
Oh, an excellent automatopoeia from Bears and Beats. That's exactly, yes, good. So Luridian has found this, I call this dog Clifford because I don't really know, and Ghost is on a completely new area. So this is completely outside of the testing area. I'm very impressed. Coming up to a big house, but there's a cat there. So I don't know if there's a cat that's got this. And let's actually switch back to Echo for a second because they're faced with a grisly choice. I think Echo is going to be a little bit nice here and try and poke it. Trying to be nice, trying to build up the confidence. But I don't know if you've ever been on belay, Cause, but if you go climbing, you gotta.
That's what I'm known for.
You just gotta. Yeah, climbing. You've never been climbing? I recommend.
I like both my feet on the ground.
Well, there's an experience to look forward to, and that's sometimes when you've got a young climber and you're holding the rope for them in your harness. Sometimes that young climber will get a little bit panicked, a little bit freaked out, and you'll see them start to shake, and you'll try and start to talk them down, and you can't. And then so what happens is you, if you get like that on the wall and you sort of lose control, sort of give into the fear, you'll start to shake violently, uncontrollably, and then all of a sudden you'll just stop. And then you'll watch that guy just peel back off the wall. And I think that hamster that you're tackling there, I think that's all he's got. I think he just doesn't have anything left. He's approached that point of no return with being afraid, and you just gotta let him go. So Ghost is weighing himself. I'm not exactly sure to what end you're doing that, but he's 10 grams, and I assume that's pretty good with all the running. But maybe he could eat some of those sunflower seeds. Maybe he could have dinner. Who knows? But I think Ghost is sort of desperately searching around for one of them.
Does this game have blackjack, Rascal? No, but it does have bowling. Oh my gosh, the tack-cue bowling. I don't know. Did you get to that point, Sleek?
I did not get to the tack-cue bowling, but it is listed on the Wikipedia as being one of the highlights of the game. I did watch a YouTube video. So Luridian here is coming up on the last Ham that was found in the playtest. And so this guy's pretty easy. He's pretty chill. He's just he's into hammers, and I guess he's got a drill press on the table over there. But if you just say hi to him, he's like, yeah, why don't I go back to the ham club? Why not? And then you're good. You've made a friend. You're sniffing each other. You're walking back hand in hand.
A little smooch.
A little smooch. Why not? Why not? As you do. Maybe it's like besitos, where you kiss each other on the cheeks. So hopefully Luridian shows us how many he's got. Sort of scurrying around the ham club here. Oh, and Echo has found something that wasn't in the playtest, but it looks like there's a ham finding here, perhaps.
Oh, and this is this little ballet goes to Ravel's Bolero, da, 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 which is this is the highlight of your cultural literacy, is playing this game. So that's I didn't even look that up beforehand. I just pulled that out of my memory from 18 years ago. So you're welcome.
No. Keep them coming. This is valuable.
This game was so good. I spent so many hours on it. And I never beat it. So coming to a Cosmocordia stream near you. Right after we're done with Hollow Knight, we'll do this.
I am sure that there's going to be a run on this game after this is complete.
Yeah, we're bringing it back.
So it looks like Echo might not have had the right word there. So the or the hamster danced around a little bit. Echo did what I would have done there, which is flatter them by saying kuchiku. And looks like they don't have the word yet for the frog and the kid. So, but it looks like that wasn't the word that the dancer was looking for. So there's definitely a tiered system in this society, that some of the hamsters are in the club, they're in the fraternity, they're in the sorority, and they have all of the materials. They've got the dance floor, they've got their individual rooms. A lot of these other hamsters, though, I'm not exactly sure what it's like, but they they seem like they're more in harder circumstance. They're often more surly and things like that. And thank you, Big Red Engineer, for the raid. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Welcome in.
So much. How was your stream?
Yeah, we're watching.
Looking good. Made by one of our runners. Playing Hades. Oh, nice. Echo made that. I know at least made the one. The big 1, 2, 3 hike emote. Subscribe now. Echo also made our Sneakbike GG emote. So shout out to them.
And it looks like Ghost is one away, but I don't think that he's been to this area before, so he might be able to go up the lamp and find the frog playing with the kid. And I think that he has the right word, so we might be looking at our first finish here coming up in a couple of minutes.
Our first good friend.
Yes, that's right. The number one best friend for Hamtaro. Hams unite might be coming up here, so we'll see if he's able to. And he's just tackling everything. That becomes your first instinct in this game. Oh, and the clock strikes midnight, and here comes the mystery ham. We'll see if he's got the word to bring the ham back to the clubhouse. I think that's right. Old King Cake also thinks that Luridian is at 5. I wanted to confirm that. I don't know yet. And they've been hard charging after this ham at the top of this, and we'll have to see if they've got the word finally. But Ghost's strategy this whole time of sort of slow, methodical, make sure you get what it is in as economical a way as possible. That, I think, is the right strategy for this game, but we'll see how this is going. Such fancy dances. So looks like Luridian doesn't yet have the word. I think that they just went up to the ham and tried to make friends, but I think they just need to go back and do that digging game on the beach, and then they should be good. So and Ghost is thinking about it. He's definitely taking it one frame at a time, and then testing all those actions, seeing, and we'll have to see if he can figure this out. But it looks like he's going up towards the basket and the picnic. So we'll see what decisions he makes.
I'm curious if
Kaz,
anyone else in chat has played this game, or am I the only person on Twitch who has? What were you gonna say?
I was curious what other games you had for the Game Boy Color. You said it was this one.
Yeah, maybe we could see it on a future sneak bike.
I
see. Super Mario Brothers Deluxe came bundled with it.
Of course.
The first one that I got for it, specifically for it, was Link's Awakening DX.
Ooh.
Yeah, one of my favorite games of all time. Seriously. I also had the SpongeBob game. There was a SpongeBob game that I played a lot. I can't quite remember what it was called, and this one that I remember. Maybe there were more, but I at least had those four.
Well, certainly, Sneakbike has been branching out. I get the feeling like there might be a sort of a house team that comes around maybe for Hollow Knight randomizers. There's been a lot in the community that have been really taking to this game and really enjoying it. And I think there's been a bit of a fever for Hollow Knight randomizers. So I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing other games in the future. And Echo looks like they're about to come up on a ham if they could just go explore the ladder. Yeah, there we go. And it looks like we're about to have another ham pickup for Echo. So I haven't kept track of how many hams there are for each player. It looks like Ghost is still looking for that last pickup. And but I think Echo is saying all the right things and getting the kisses, and back to the clubhouse it is. So good job, Echo.
Smooching you.
Let's get a little hype going in chat for Echo bringing that hamster back. But we got some hamster emotes. We've got some the bongo cat. Love the bongo cat. Thank you, Jen. Pick your favorite. Explore those emotes. Let's see what you got. So good, and it looks like Luridian has Luridian with the huge vocabulary. He's looking for another ham. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes off the training test and figures something out here pretty quick. He's got some good instincts going on. And Ghost, who I think has the right word, has finally figured out how to go up the lamp. So he's gonna go and check out the that frog playing with the kid at the top of there at some point. But I think he's going to take it that slow, methodical pace that's brought him to this point, going frame by frame, checking out every item, trying to pick up that sunflower. Luridian is finished. Yeah. Luridian with the huge vocabulary coming in clutch there. So he's going to earn himself a little break. And congratulations to Luridian. He's the number one best friend. For now, at least. That's GG. Congratulations. Did you see what last ham he got, Kaz? I didn't. I was focusing on Ghost.
That one was Oxnard, I believe. It was back in the first level where you get him to fall down and he's super embarrassed. So then you have to Nopey Blue, and then you fall into the mud, and then he laughs at your misfortune because he's a good friend. And then all is well.
Well, that's what we're here to do. We're here to make friends, and still anybody's game for the second best friend. We've got Echo does not yet have the right word, so they're exhausting all their options.
Thank you, Mel.
And here's the number one best friend trophy. We're gonna put that over Luridian for a little bit while the others make their way
Luridian, thank you so much for using your Prime gaming subscription here with Sneakbike. Welcome to the Sneak Squad.
Congratulations, you really put together a huge vocabulary there. It's still a close game though for the second best friend, and I think Ghost has the word here, so we might see our second. No, he doesn't. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! When I went through this, I had that word here, and it was just a simple 1-2. I think it's the digging game on the first beach. There's a hamster there that's pretty down on their luck about having lost something in the sand, and I think that they give that right to you. But Loridian, if you know. If you remember where that, if you got these guys and you can remind us of where that word pickup was, then let us know. Oh, and shout out to the Big Red Engineer. He's just resubscribed for 2 months. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Enjoy the sneak BGG. Enjoy the ad-free viewing. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. And by the way, if anyone ever wonders where does your money go to in this community gaming channel, once we reach a payout, we are all charity, baby. We'll have to pick a charity to save the hamsters. Yeah. It goes to saving the hamsters. The hamos.
The hamos.
They are our friends.
The hamos. A tight-knit group of hamsters just looking to, I don't know, what do you think they do in that clubhouse? Just be friends with each other, run away, and then they designate one of the hamos to go find the others, and that's like their daily routine?
Well, they're all concussed because they won't stop tattooing everyone.
That's right. Yes, this is their standard greeting. But they've got a great football team. Okay. Kai, the slow, methodical pace, once again is winning out here. Kai is looking to at that hamster that I think has the keyword for the hamster playing in the tub, but I think you have to do the digging quest. So,
you can just
but we'll see.
Tackle that hamster, the one that's crying. You can just tackle him, and that's how you get him back to the clubhouse because he's sitting on top of his sunflower seed that he's looking for.
That's right. Yeah, you can find sunflower seeds in 2 of the holes, but then it turns out that his sunflower seed that he's really keen about, he's sitting on it. So if you tackle him, he rolls over, and then he stands up and he immediately stops crying and he says, "Oh my gosh, this is it." So hopefully some of our runners are able to investigate that a little bit more and figure that one out. So it looks like Ghost is trying to win over this hamster who has a dog, and they're doing the right thing by going into this clubhouse. So there's a note that you can pick up, which I'm not actually sure what it does. But as one of the other racers, I think it might have been Loridian, it might have been Ghost, it might have been Kai, I don't remember. But you can actually run up those shoelaces, those green shoelaces that are hanging off of the pink cabinets. And it looks like there's a store at the top of that someone, I think it was Echo, was trying to buy some things from it. But it wasn't in the playtest, so you don't need to go up there if you don't want to. But Echo here has picked up the banana, and then there are 2 hams in this area that we're not exactly sure what to do with them. There's some keyword that you can use in the hamster lying down. He's eaten a little bit too much, so he's I don't know, taking a little nap after eating a little bit too much. And taking a look at that. But it looks like Echo has found another place that wasn't in the play test, and they've gone upstairs, and they found a skeleton and a laboratory. So I'm sure that those scientists that are running this thing are not going to be happy that there's a hamster rolling around in their lab. Hopefully it's not a medical research and you're not going to contaminate anything. Hopefully they're not researching like a vaccine or something like that. That would contaminate your results. But as you do in this game, you try and tackle everything. I'm sure that there's a hamster sitting at the top of that skeleton, but who knows how to actually get them to come down. And then there's a poor set of hamsters here. So maybe it's a hamster lab. Maybe it's a some hamsters with some PhDs trying to come up with some medicinal things here, or it could just be a regular chemistry thing. Although I don't think a lot of chemistry labs have that microscope in them. So I didn't get this far, but I did read some of the guides, and so this is the person making flower tea. And so if you get them to give you some flower tea, then there's someone that we've already run into. I don't remember exactly which one it is, but there's someone that wants that tea, and you can then go through and use that for something. But it looks like Echo doesn't quite have the words for it, so we'll see if one of the words is some dialogue progress, but not enough to learn anything new. It looks like we gotta double back and find another word. Kai Mitten is actually doing the smart thing here. There's a hamster that isn't required for the first 4 hams. We think, at least inside of the original playtest. And Ghost has done the cruel thing, as you do. You've taken that hamster and you've thrown him off the side. But Kai was getting hints from. He's basically the Jim Belushi character of the Ham Club, and he can give you a couple of hints. So we'll see if those hints pay off, and we'll see if Kai Mitten is able to figure out that you got it. There it is. There it is. Good work. Good work. Oh, but maybe you need to play the game and then tackle him. So it's some order of operations like that. Oh well. On to the next ham, hopefully. And it looks like Echo's expanded their vocabulary again with wishy. This is way more. This is much deeper into this level than we were able to get to. It's sometimes hard to figure out what in the background is a like a platform or an entrance in these retro games. So sometimes you just gotta try everything. And Echo's been very adventurous and figured out the second floor of this house. So we're looking at that. And Ghost returns forlorn. Doesn't have the right word. Gotta figure out that last little bit of vocabulary, and then we're back on to looking for the right words. So Echo is playing a computer on the computer. We've gone to meta computing at this point. And even as far back as 2000, there was the recognition that there were going to be websites. So it looks like they've got a website in their computer, in the internet, inside of the internet. This game is blowing my mind right now.
Getting wild.
So it looks like Echo learned how to say smoochies, which looks like a kiss. So I don't know exactly where that applies, but we'll have to see where this comes in. And it looks like Ghost is trying the ballerina again. And Kai has gone back to the first level and is just looking around for whatever's going on here. Yeah. How would you say our racers are doing, Kaz? What's your general sense of where everybody is?
They're doing better than I did last night. I enjoy playtesting, but I put myself squarely in the beginner category, even when it comes to a child's game, even when it comes to one of the 4 Game Boy games that I had in my collection. I'm still a beginner, so I think this just very nicely highlights that everyone here is in the intermediate category, and they certainly deserve to be.
That's right. Yes, but it helps too that we're also just playing for friendship. So
for friendship, yes.
Only your friendship is on the line. It's really only the thing. And then don't tell anybody, but it turns out we're still friends with you even if you come in last.
It's true.
Take me for example. I came in last in my first race, and here I am telling everybody how to race. So this is Sneakbike is
we
open for more
changed the
participation.
policy and procedure. No longer do we exile the person who comes in last. They get to
Right.
they get to remain a part of the Sneak Squad. It's true.
That's right. That's right.
Fourth friend.
Yeah. Flying Octopus says fourth friend gets a 3-year ban from Sneakbike, which we don't do, but I good thought. If you are interested in joining Sneakbike, if this is something that speaks to you on a fundamental level, or if you want to show your skills, then Melatonin has just posted the Discord link. Go click that link, fill out the form, tell us what level you think you're at, and tell us a little bit about yourself. We've got an introductory page, and we can take it from there and see how it goes. I don't know how Ghost got here. I think it's the last level, but they're looking for. They've got a couple of places to go. So I think Echo and Ghost are still stuck on that last Ham, and I think that we've got. It's still anybody's race. We're still looking for. Whoever's going to find that last ham, or whoever's going to find the last little issue here, and it looks like we've got Kai Mitten working their way into the HM boutique, but looking for some clothes. I think you can buy a Game Boy. Yeah, the Game Boy's in there too, but I guess if we just saw a computer being played on a computer, accessing an internet on the computer, then it's entirely possible that we might see someone play a Game Boy game on a Game Boy inside of the Game Boy. Guys, this is crazy. This is outrageous. This is metagaming at its peak, and we'll just have to see where this goes. So it looks like, I think Ghost might have just helped somebody out. So a Ham who's got a strawberry was just tuggied out of that crack in the wall, and we'll see if it's one of the Hamception. Exactly right, Liridian. Yes, exactly. We're going to go to the deepest dream level in this Sneakbike today. So it looks like, unfortunately, Ghost only got a word out of that. We'll see if then the hamster goes back to. Look at that. You can actually transform into looks like a kimono or something like that, or some robes that that Ghost has. So some prime loot coming out of that ham, but it looks like it's not one of the hams that goes back to the clubhouse. So unfortunately, Ghost has to scurry on and look at some things. And Kai is reverting back on the same old tricks. There are dialogue options with hams that you've already found in the clubhouse. But particularly for Bijou, there's not much that is done there. So I think Kai is also taking advantage of the dance floor. There's not much that comes out of there, but this is where we're going. So it looks like I think that Kai has the right idea going back to the beach. We'll see if they've figured out something to do. Ghost has gotten involved in something pretty crazy here. Apparently there are 2 hamsters that are fighting over some girl. So I don't know if this is one of the hams that you're supposed to find, but it looks like Ghost just expanded his vocabulary, which is always a plus in this. So, and I guess if you get sick, you can go to this hospital and pay some sunflower seeds for some medicine and get a little bit better. But we'll have to see where that goes. And excellent BTTV emote choices. This is really the peak of BTTV. Surprisingly difficult to find hamster-based emotes. I was surprised. You'd think that hamsters would be a little bit more popular, but we've got the dancing Santa Claus emote and of course the hamster rolling emote. So looks like Echo has figured out this puzzle with the roof and gone back and made this hamster angry. And I think you're just supposed to dig here, maybe. I'm not sure. But this was one of the ones Oh, and it looks like we picked up Echo that they got another word. So I think Hamtaro. I think the default is Hamtara. So I don't know if our protagonist is a. I don't know how to address our protagonist. I guess we'll just say the protagonist. But Echo, they've picked up another word that could be very valuable here down the stretch, and so we'll see if there's another ham pickup, and Echo can finish this one off with this.
Lore, are you going to start speedrunning this game? That does seem like it could be your calling. No, I think the real question would be any percent or 100%. I think that it really separates what type of gamer you are.
And certainly I'm excited for the graduation to randomizers. I think that could be a real, people can just be ravenously interested in putting together some of those randomizers. This is the hamster that normally receives the love letter that Echo is talking to. And Ghost is finding places in this game that I didn't even think existed. They're in a supermarket at this point. These hamsters are getting everywhere. If there are people in this town, they are not happy that
they have a rodent infestation. It's kind of messed up.
But I think that these are mild-mannered rodents. So it could be that the ham club is just, the tourists, the trendy tourists. They're just walking around trying to do, whatever represents the community in the best way possible. But it could also be that they're just...
what the conceit of the anime is. I can't remember if we live in a world where these are hamsters. Of course, these are hamsters that talk, but if we live in a world where these hamsters exist alongside humans, or if there are no humans.
Whether it's a post-apocalyptic Hamtaro, Hams Unite, or whether it's peacefully coexisting. I don't know. There's very little hint in the game of any human. So there
according
are definitely
to
other
the
species.
Fandom wiki, Hamtaro is a male hamster in the main character of the manga and anime, and his friends love to have fun. He has a great relationship with his owner, Laura Haruna.
I see.
So that's the kind of world we live in.
Surely, though, this is not the fan fiction that SoCal figured out earlier, right?
We're not going to talk about that because that is cursed, and that is not acceptable for the family-friendly fun here on Sneakbike.
Of course.
It's the secret life of pets, except anime hamsters. Yeah, you got it. Total nonsense.
Yeah, so Kai Mitten has the right idea, exhausting those dialogue options here, trying to figure out if, but I think he's got to play the game once and maybe pick up that cocktail with the hiff, maybe not, I'm not sure. But it looks like he's almost cleared out pretty much everything you want to get to there. Ghost is he's exploring the frontier with abandon. He's deeper into this game than I thought you could go without finding a ham. He's got to be a little bit frustrated. He's one ham away from finishing, and he's found this new territory. And definitely, congratulations to him for finding more of this game than thought you needed. So, but maybe with that big vocabulary, he's going to come up with another ham here. So we'll see what happens with that, and whether he can pull out this last ham, take him back to the clubhouse. Man. And
this is high octane gameplay, high octane hamster interaction. This is what you come to Sneakbike for, what you subscribe for.
We are on the precipice of our second best friend. We are just
our second best friend of the day, yeah.
And as you do, Ghost tried to tackle his would-be friend, but something tells me he doesn't have the right dialogue option here. Oh man, he is so close to what's going on. Oh, and I think Echo has the right idea. So Echo, they are bashing this wall in and then getting this this spotlight here. And if you go there, then you see the extra ham, and then
you do a ham
you puzzle over that. You do a ham ha, and you get a ham ha right back. So that's a good sign.
Okay. Now Oxnard's real embarrassed.
That's right. And then you just got to go. And then I would say that the second most popular option here is to do the dig. That seems to me, when words fail you, you reach out for the actions, and if it's not the tack cue, I'd say it's the dig. So we'll just see if if you can smooth over relations here, or if you gotta.
And Echo does have the word. It's Nopey Blue. There we go. Okay.
Here we are. Oh no! We just got dirt all over ourselves. We've embarrassed ourselves, but we've made a connection. We've made a connection with the ham, and it looks like Echo is going to be the second best friend today. We're going to have to check their screen for official confirmation, but we're going to have to see how this goes. So let's go back to the clubhouse. We got another ham. We made the besitos. And we're off. We're rolling.
Made the besitos.
We made the besitos. It's not true friends until you besitos. So no offense to all my friends in Sneakbike chat, but until we besitos, I think there's a second tier of friendship. And Echo, congratulations.
Oh, get some hype in chat.
That was some hard-won Hamtaro hams unite action going there. I'm so impressed. Echo, you should be too. Yeah, SoCal, I see you. I see you and I, we'll be best friends one day, I hope. But until the besitos come out, I just don't know if I can say best friends. So
also good choice, Mel, on choosing trophies that are neither transparent nor royalty free. Really appreciate that choice. Shout out to our producer for the day.
Yes, and thank you in general to Mel. He does a lot behind the scenes. He's coded a lot of the things that we use here at Sneakbike. We're very appreciative of Mel. He's always sarcastic, so we have to treat him very carefully. But we're very appreciative. So thank you, Mel.
His feelings are very fragile.
he's
that's very gently.
He's cool as a cucumber, but he's really brought us all together. So if you're looking for Sneakbike Prime, it's Mel.
I'm so sorry. That's the Bassett.
Oh, I see.
She has a lot to say. That was not me.
Yeah.
She just woke up.
Shout out to Cosmocordia's Bassett Olive, who if you go and subscribe to Cosmocordia, you get a wonderful slate of Bassett emotes that are a real treasure. You also get the very coveted please emote, which is very useful in a lot of circumstances. But Olive, she's learned that whenever Cos is sitting at her computer, that she can growl and get grumpy, and that's sort of like a cue that something good is going to happen. Yeah.
How are you supposed to get that little baby back to the clubhouse? Which one? Echo.
Tell us, Olive. Tell us how to do it. Penelope. Penelope was not in the playtest, so I don't exactly know. Wait, tell us where Penelope was. Was Penelope the one in the bathtub with the frog? Okay, so there was a word that you were very close. In fact, I think you were the first one to get up there. But you were very, very close. You needed one more of the ham chat words. And I think, if I remember correctly, maybe Luridian can correct me, or if Kia's in chat. But I think that word comes from the beach. There's a puzzle with digging, and you're supposed to, I think it's after you complete the digging puzzle, you find two things, and basically you don't find his special sunflower, so you don't generate the condition. But then after that, you have not calmed down that hamster that's sitting there. And if you tack cue him, then that hamster rolls over, and then he's been sitting on his sunflower seed, and that's where I think you learn the word that you need for that. So of everyone who's gotten up there right now, I think it's only Liridian who has actually been able to drain the tub and then get that ham to come back to the clubhouse. But Kai Mitten is putting up a real fight here, going around to just about everywhere, looking for that next ham. And and Liridian. Oh, you didn't get the one on the frog. Okay. So
IGN says to get Penelope, you have to tuggy on the button to release a stream of water.
Yep. That one everyone has been able to do so far. Everyone's been able to drain.
The right hand hole contains a ham boutique, if you need it. Mm-hmm. Go to Penelope and the frog, and Hamha reply with Hamo to learn by Q. Now you'll both return to the clubhouse.
I see. But I think some of our racers were using the Hamha command. And I
thought you just said Hamhock. Okay. Hamha.
Oh, no, Hamha.
Space command.
Yeah, and Ghost still is making incredible progress through this overworld. This is really amazing. Ghost would be served if they would loop back to some of those earlier levels. I think some of the easier checks, if we're going to use that knowledge, I think some of the easier checks are in the earlier levels. This I imagine by the time you get to this point, as a little as young Cosmocordia probably figured out, you've really got to have the advanced vocabulary. You've got to run a lot of trial and error. You probably got to talk with at least 5 friends who also have the game at recess in order to figure out, like, oh, well, I did this and I did that. But for a race, I think sticking with the earlier levels is easier. But it's got to be frustrating to be stuck on that last ham and just trying to get there. So we'll see if they double back. We'll see if we go for the mercy kill, which we haven't talked about yet, but still up there, still possible. Oh, and it looks like Ghost has found another hamster friend. Picked up another word, frosty, while the other hamster that they were talking to seemed fine with the cold. This hamster's bundled up. So we'll have to see if sometimes if you repeat the ham-ha on some of those doors, the hamsters come back with different dialogue. So repetition can become useful. I wonder if Ghost is a little bit stuck here. No, back to the clubhouse we go. Okay, so come on, let's get away from that level and head back. Excellent. Okay. So let's see. Maybe give him another 3 minutes or so, and then maybe we move on to our next game. See what happens. What are you thinking, Kos?
Yeah, because how long have we been streaming here? We're going on an hour and a half.
That's right.
So we might call it soon, give them a little break, and then we move on to the next game.
That's right. And the next game is definitely shorter. It's oh, I see. I think as you get more items, that scale increases, and then I guess at some point once you have
this game
so many
gets
items,
stupid hard.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's why we only keep it to 4 ham-hams. This is the thing. Okay, so Ghost is oh well. Just like
Ghost is on his own. We've abandoned him.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think, yeah, everyone's gone up to this house, but I don't think that there's much that you can do here. The picnic, and maybe we should. Well, maybe we'll spoil it if we look at on the FAQ. But I still don't know what to do with those the picnic. So hopefully Ghost gets it. And so when you read through that FAQ, was Penelope the word? Oh no, you just had to say Hamha, and you need friend. So come on,
Hamo. Yeah.
Hamha. Okay, Hamha. All right, and then you do that, and then that's you get the yeah, and then come on, give it the Hamha again. One more.
No, it's Hamo.
Oh, but he doesn't have the Hamo.
Right.
So where do you pick up Hamo? What?
Who do you get Hamo from? Let me look.
Yeah, this is the question. I felt like I got it almost automatically, so it was.
You get it. There's one of the little hams that's playing hide and seek, and it's in like the bottom right corner, and they're talking about their friend, the cricket or whatever.
The cricket.
It's something like that. So it's one of the friends playing hide and seek. So you say Hamha, and then Hif, and then you call him a Coochie Q, and then they call you friend. They teach you Hamo. They give you a cucumber that you're supposed to then go find their little cricket friend, which I never did. But they call you. Then you learn friend Hamo from them. You call him a what?
And Ghost has, continuing his adventurous ways, he's actually gotten to a part of this level that didn't show up in the playtest. He tack-cued one of the walls right near the edge of this cliff. He then got down to this secret area and then picked up a couple of rocks from the boxes. So we'll see if that helps him and if that goes. Kai Mitten continues to scurry around everywhere and to see where to go. They're actually not doing all that bad. I would say that this isn't bad progress. Certainly, they're just it's definitely a different strategy. They're taking the more sort of frenetic pace, trying to get to the easy checks, which I actually think is a very reasonable expectation in a speed run like this. And certainly, this is a new kind of game that we've had on Sneakbike. I don't think we've had a comparably lacking violence game that we've given out to the racers. So.
Yeah, no, we've not had hamsters on here before, and as we discussed pre-race, there are so many hamster games. Not even just Hamtaro, but the off-brand discount Hamtaro games are wide and varying. There's a kappa of me saying that after that sentence. I think it's time we give a mercy kill.
I think it's time. I think so. Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna send you into the racer channel, and then we'll come back here and we'll go on break and go from there. A mercy kill, a friendship. Delay. I don't know. Mercy kill seems like too violent of language to use for this game. I don't know. Chat, what would you call it? Also, did you all have hamsters? I always had a hamster friend growing up. Oh wow, Mel, thank you for that friendship star. I really like how it's not transparent. A hammy named Hamlet. Aw. It's not transparent. It's not within the bounding boxes. Yeah, it looks great. A friend rescue. Oh my god, thank you, Pepper. That's such a good way to say it. My brother put it. Sokol. We're getting so dark today. Sokol, are you okay? Eli, how are you? Let's see. I had a Hamtaro looking hamster, and I think I named him Cheerios or something. Okay. So, Sleek, you are back?
Yes.
So let's pull in. Oh no, we've lost.
We've lost a racer.
We've lost Echo, but that's okay. We're gonna pull in Loridian into the commentator channel and talk to our good friend of the day. Hi, Loridian.
Welcome in, Loridian. You are the #1 best friend for today. Congratulations, you were able to do it.
Thank you.
Tell us each and every one of your thoughts and feelings here. What's going on? How was it?
Well, I like hamsters. They're very cute, and now I feel like I somehow have a kindred spirit in Hamtaro. Just wanted to bring all the friends together, you know.
What a wonderful. Well, what a no more fitting quote from the #1 best friend about the purpose of the game. I'm glad you identified with the character so much. How did you find the gameplay?
I actually really like that this was the game we played because it wasn't like technical.
In any sense of the word, no.
Yeah,
not at
but
all.
it asked of the players to like remember what all of the hamsters said, what all the words mean, where things were located, and you had to keep this checklist in your brain of where to go and what to do and see like, okay, I just got Nopey Blue. Nopey Blue. Where could I say Nopey Blue?
Well, you found basically all of the hamsters that were in the playtest for this. In particular, you found the carpenter ham, which that was probably a pretty clutch, pretty easy pickup. You just had to say hi, and that was pretty much it. Certainly, as the game goes on, it gets arbitrarily more complicated. We were discussing this a couple of times. Like it becomes very much a Metroidvania. You have to find a vocabulary word at one end of the map and then come all the way back and then do a complicated series of actions. But I guess not so much on the first couple.
There was which one was it? I feel like it was the guy who was sitting on his sunflower seed.
Mm-hmm.
So
yes,
like you get directed to like find specific hamsters. And so I was like, okay, we'll go find those hamsters. But when I got that guy, I realized that we could probably pick up all of the ones that we found, or at least some of them.
That's right.
So instead of like delving deeper into the game, I thought I would just try and get the hamsters that we met already.
Yeah. Well, I think your strategy obviously paid off, and Do you think that you would play this game again going forward in the future?
Will you be streaming this? Can we catch you at twitch.tv/Loridian playing 100%?
I'm actually thinking of learning the any percent speedrun. I have to find the Japanese version, because
the text is faster.
That's right.
Well, awesome. Any other thoughts before we take a little break and move on to our second game?
No, thank you so much.
Yeah. GG.
All right. I'm gonna move Loridian back into the racer channel, and I believe, friends, we're gonna take like a 5-minute break. So meet us back here, and we'll get our second game underway. We are back at it, and better than ever. So we are on to our second game. SoCal says, "Oh boy." What do you mean by that, SoCal? Is that an oh boy of excitement? Welcome back. Oh, thank you for the warm welcome. I missed you all. It was a lonely 5 minutes. I really did just sit here and stare into the middle distance. Where is Echo? Echo was feeling a bit under the weather, so they ducked out. We'll think happy thoughts toward them. So we are indeed down to 3 racers. We're down to Ghost, Floridian, and Kai. I do not understand. Is this sports? It is sports.
This is sports cause. We are real commentators on this one.
My lord. You did manage to pick the one sports ball game I know anything about, so
really?
GG on that. But yeah. So are we good to go? Gonna give them the 3, 2, 1 sneak?
Yes, I think so. So I'll just duck out and I'll be right.
Quote unquote sports. So yeah, we have done just the same as we have not done a hamster game before. A veritable genre unto itself. We have not done a sports game before, I believe. Yeah, Mel agrees with me on this. We've not done sports. This is a sneak bike first. You're seeing the history in the making here, folks.
Oh, history absolutely counts. Yes.
Unless you consider Zelda to be a sport, you could make that argument. You missed the sports game. No, we're just starting, Cake. So we are on to our second game for this sneak bike. It is Bases Loaded. So
this is the GameCube version of Bases Loaded. There's also a Super Nintendo. I'm sorry. Yeah, no.
It looks like crap for GameCube.
Not only is this the Game Boy version, it's the old school game. No, it's Game Boy Color, isn't it? But some people are playing it on the Game Boy Color. Excuse me. So this is the old school Game Boy. It's the big brick, the big gray one. I was sitting next to, I think this person must have been 9 years old on a plane one time, and they were playing their Game Boy, and somehow they thought it would be a good idea if I could beat the level for them because their mom was not having it. So then I was like, oh, I'm no good at Game Boy games. When I used to play Game Boy games, it was this thick, and I put my fingers up, and he was like, "Oh, whoa, wow! How did you even hold it?" So times have changed, I guess.
Indeed. So this is why you chose Bases Loaded, for the nostalgia purposes?
I actually never played this game as a little kid, but when I opened it up, I fell in love with it because, as you can see, for Luridian, they're figuring out the mechanics and catching the ball. So it looks like so what the racers are playing as, they are playing in Japan mode. And Japan mode has only one difference from USA mode. Japan mode puts everything in metric. So the pitching speeds are given in kilometers per hour instead of miles per hour. I think also you're playing as one of the East or the West division teams in the Japan Baseball League. And I think you're playing against the American team. So it's a slightly more difficult way to go. As the US team, it was slightly easier to make connections with the ball and to get that moving. The Japan team, I think maybe the game has slightly lower stats for them, but it's a much more worthwhile experience when you do win. So
amazing that Japan mode, the text remains in English. So I'll just point that out.
Yeah, right. That would have been awesome. So it looks like Kai Mitten has just figured out that you can do a rally. So once the play is over, you can throw the ball between first base, second base, third base, and it looks like there's some hard mechanics. So you can see that ball, that deep ball out to left field, it hit the ground because there's a little tuft. It looks like a little V that pops up, and that's when when you've hit a ground ball or when the ball's still in the air. It's much more difficult to determine when the ball's actually rolling. You have to look at the size of the ball. If it's higher up in the air, then it's bigger, and if it's closer to the ground, then it's smaller. It looks like all the players are sort of just getting their getting their bearings with the controls. It's kind of an intricate control scheme. All of the players have a save state that they can save at any time and that they can reload at any time. And they're only required to get through 3 innings. So we'll see how everyone does with that. There might be some strategy here that you might want to just completely go back to the beginning of the game. We'll see what everybody does.
And Sleek, you might want to respond to Kai in the Racer Prep channel. He has a question about the save states.
Sure, absolutely. I'll be right back. Oh, I already, yeah. So the racers were asking.
It's an old question.
Save state. Yeah, and I told them in voice, but I'll type it out. Why not? Just for them.
Just for reference.
Yeah. So cool. So it looks like Kai Mitten's going with a good batting stance. And I don't know if he's figured this out yet, but if you press up, down, left, and right as you're swinging the bat, you can sort of control where the ball goes. So if you want to intentionally fly the ball out, you can do this. If you want to swing for the fences, you can also do that. Or if you just want to swing, you can just hit A, and then this works. The pitching from the other team is particularly good, and it looks like Ghost has now figured out the mechanics of how to send the ball around.
Do you think that being a good baseball player in real life would help you out in this game whatsoever?
I think knowing the strategy of the game is probably good. I really only started to beat the computer once I figured out how to steal bases. So there is a mechanic that if the ball's in the air, you can have the runner advance and things like that. So I think if you know those tiny little strategy things, I think you can get a better sense of what to do and where to move the players. Like for example, Kai Mitten's Kai Mitten almost just went for the double play, but the computer was a little bit smarter than that. It knew that the ball had bounced, so it allowed the runner to advance to second base. But if the computer is particularly good at taking advantage of your errors on this, so I think if you just have a little bit of basic strategy, like certainly knowing when to swing if the ball is inside of the batter's box, then that could help you. But in general, I think it's just sort of point and click, and it looks like Ghost is not happy with a 7-0 deficit, so he's going to go back and restart, and then we'll see how things go. But it really only takes one round of the RNG. That's why we gave him a save state for the sake of the race, and we'll see how things are going here. So looks like Ghost is starting over, but let's follow Luridian for a little bit. Oh, and he chose West, so he got the cheerleaders that I don't know, they've got like a cardboard thing that spell out West or something like that. And but East has a different variety of cheerleaders. I don't remember exactly what they do, but good play there by Kai Mitten. Good playing the field. Good, and then he had the presence to send the ball back in to prevent the runners from advancing. So let's see, it's a 0-0 count. He's and there's a line drive right up into left field, and there, so Kai pounces on it. He's got great mechanics for coming and getting to those balls. That he's picked that up really quickly. He throws it to first, and it looks like the first baseman and the third baseman are just gonna toss it back and forth. And then up in Luridian, looks like there's a fly out to left field, but it's caught, so the batter's out. And then we come back. So 2 outs, 0-0. Looks like he's going to load the save state. Okay, so there's strike one. So he must be in the next inning. That must have been the end of the inning. And then he hits a line drive right to the first baseman and gets out right away. So then and he hits it right again, just connecting all over the place. And it looks like he's going to be safe at first base. So good for him. Good for picking up those mechanics. We'll see if he can maybe steal a base. So that's strike one with 1 out. No balls. Looks like the pitcher's going to stare him down a little bit, and he connects again, but the pitcher doesn't move. The shortstop's going to come up and he gets it, and the computer's particularly good at getting the double play. So even if he would have had the extra out, I think he would have had trouble there because they would have just thrown it to second, and that would have been the end. But it looks like and the third batter of the inning comes up, and very nice. He took the save state, so he came back. That's why it didn't turn over. Okay, good. So, all right. So here we are. Swing, bada. And it looks like Kai Mitten grounds out, but he's going to be thrown out before he gets to first. So that's a bummer. So maybe he takes save state there. I'm not sure. So then we've got Luridian here, and the enemy pitchers are relentless in this game. They will throw right at you, and you actually can hit the batter in this game. That is a possibility. I've done it once on the screwball throw. Wow. It looks like Luridian's going to send a runner onto home, and it looks like he's going to get there. So he's going to tie this game up. He had that beautiful ground, that ball just sort of died in between the shortstop and the outfielder. So it looks like he's able to send the runner on first all the way home, hits the triple, and then the computer sneaks off the double play. But that's not a bad hitting from Luridian. Looks like that tie 1-1 game is going to serve him well. He might want to take a save state there. But no, he goes back and he reloads. So again, that runner is going to come all the way around to home, and it looks like he got a home run.
What up?
Give it up, he hit a home run. And it looks, he's played this well. He's up 3-1. He's definitely going to save state that. He looks like Luridian's in the lead here, and coming back to Kai Mitten, trying out the bunting, seeing how that goes, and looks like Ghost just hit a beautiful pitch into left field. I'm sorry, no, it's the computer. The computer hit a beautiful pitch into left field, and then Ghost brings it back to first to keep the runner from advancing. So he's going to have to figure out a couple more of these pitches, maybe switch the pitcher out. We'll have to see what the manager says. Having fun, Kaz?
Very much.
Is baseball your game, or are you more of a soccer fan?
No, I like baseball very much. I haven't watched it since I don't have cable, and the world as it is currently. But
who has cable, really?
Yeah.
So it looks like the count is 0-0 with 2 outs. So looking to close out this inning. Looks like Ghost is going to try and curve it left, and they get it. So a runner advances up to second and is going to go on to third, but then he comes and brings the ball back to home, so that should stop the runner. So it looks like we're going to have to wait another batter to see if we can get that last out. Hopefully he's been keeping track of his save states. He's not in the worst position right now, but he's able to throw it right on the outside. Looks like he just missed the batter's box. Maybe the batter crouching outside of home plate a little bit is keeping that. So and looks like he's figuring out where the edge of that batter's box is. He throws a strike there, so the count's 1-1 with 2 outs, and then he's going to throw another strike. So he really can control the batter in the batting box at this point. He's got this going on, but the batter finds a way to make a connection, and that's the thing. And it looks like Luridian has scored, so he's going to take it. The West beats the U.S.
Ooh.
GG's. Congratulations, Luridian. Twice the best friend in both of the races. He really knew how to manipulate those save states and take it into the end. So good work, Luridian. It's very impressive. Yeah, give it up for Luridian in chat. Post one of the GGs, or go back to the hamster.
I was going to say, start spamming the hamsters. Hamta in particular, I enjoy, and I think Luridian would agree with me.
We've seen the cheerleaders, but this team has to have a mascot. Why not a hamster?
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. Let's follow Ghost for a little bit. He's trying to swing at some of those fast pitchers. They've got an incredible bullpen on the other team. So that pitcher hits. Can't be happy with the hit, but he heads over, picks up the ball, throws it to first, and keeps the runner there. So 1 out, count 0-0, and then a real short hopper out to the pitcher, but then it looks like there's the double play. Oh no, because it was the hopper, so he was allowed to advance. So there's a runner on second, perfect time for a home run, but he chooses to bunt all the way out to third base. But actually, that bunt allows the runner to come from second all the way to third and be safe. So looks like we got a runner on first and third, and then switching over to Kai Mitten. Kai Mitten's got to be happy about himself. He's got bases loaded with 2 outs, so he's got a save state with 1 out. So if he hits a home run here, he's all the way back in the lead. And it looks like Ghost, he lost, I think. He's the East Division, unfortunately. So unfortunately, yeah, if the players are turned away, they're not happy. So we'll have to see how that goes. But still anybody's game. Looks like Kai has hit a good ball out to third base, but it doesn't quite get to the third baseman because he wants to stay there for the runner. So still bases loaded. It's a 1-3 game. And Kai takes a swing and it goes for a strike. And now that pitcher is just trying to pitch outside and get him to chase some balls. So we've got a fly out to center field. We're going to have to see. He probably should advance those runners, but no. Oh, is it going over the fence? He hits the grand slam with the bases loaded, and Kai is up 5-3. Oh, we might have the second best friend coming in pretty soon. And it looks like Ghost is taking a bit of a different strategy. He's 0-0 in the third inning, the final inning. So Kai's got to be real happy with themselves about this one. That's 2 outs and still at the bat. And here we've got the play. So we head into I think it's the third inning, the bottom, what does it go? We're in the bottom of the third inning. So if he gets these batters out, if he keeps this save state, he's got these batters and he's gonna take home the second best friend. But don't count Ghost out yet. Ghost just needs 1 good hit, 1 good home run, 1 good ground out with eyes, a flare up, an error in the outfield, and he's got that 1 run. He's going to then be able to take this, but it looks like he's going to settle for the sacrifice bunt almost and putting the runner on second so that he can maybe take control of this game. And it looks like that bunt is going to pay off huge. The pitcher makes a mistake by not going to third, so he's got a runner on first and third. We'll see if he can put some points on the board and then move up to the bottom of the third and put this away. So the pitcher's going to get him out, and he's probably going to want to reload on that one. That's harsh luck. That's the pitcher coming through there. Probably needed that run, but he's going to keep going. So, and it looks like Kai just got out, and he gets the final, so he's the second best friend. Congratulations, Kai. Well done.
Yay!
GG's. Throw it up in chat. This is a hard game. It's harder than it looks to master all the everything going on here. So Ghost probably reloaded his save state. We'll probably give him another 2 or 3 minutes here to see what's going on, but he gets one of those real nice balls and is able to get a runner onto first. But he's only got 1 out, so he's looking for a big hit here. I think he's got to press A again to get rid of that bunt. But okay, so he's just going full bunt. He doesn't care. He's mastered the bunt and he's using it. So, and it's a big swing and it's going. Is it going to make it over the fence? No, the outfielder catches it. So I think that's the second out. Nice. He's got a runner at first and third, and I think maybe it went off the wall. There's either a glitch or it goes off the wall there. Okay, so Ghost got to go back to his save state. Okay, good. So we're at the top of the third inning. We've got 1 ball, 1 strike, and we're still looking for an out here. Oh, and the pitcher picks up that ball, hit right at him, and he gets the out. So now we're up with the second batter. 1 out, 1 strike, no balls, and a swing and a miss. That pitcher really loves to test the outside of that strike box, looking to get you to swing on those balls. And then it's a line drive out to left field, and then it comes back to first base, but the runner's safe. So now we've got a runner on first. We've got no balls, no strikes, and we've got 1 out. And that pitcher is being real sneaky. I think they knew what they were doing, teasing the human players with this one. So we're out to 2 strikes, and then see if we can make that's a good. It's hit almost in exactly the same place. Oh, but the ball gets there just as the runner's sliding into second, and that's an out. So we're 2 outs, still looking for a run, hoping to connect everything here. And 2 strikes, not looking good for this round, but we'll see how it goes on the reload. But Casey at the bat, he strikes out. This is what a heartbreaker to just be that close.
You hate to see it.
Oh, and this computer's so good at throwing down those runners and making the right play and doing this, and you hate to see it. All right, so 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. See what this pitcher, he throws it right down the center of the plate, and I think Ghost was hoping that he would take him to a full count and chose not to swing on it. And the pitcher jumps up. The players have such incredible jumps in this game. He jumps right up and snatches it out of the air and takes it. So Ghost is back to his patented bunting strategy. He gets picked up right away by the pitcher, though, and so he's and I think that pitcher is looking to avoid those bunts. He's throwing out of the batter's box, and so now we're out to 2 outs, no balls, no strikes, and we bunt again. Why not? Throw it out at first, and there we go. Well, it's not an easy game. It's not an easy game. It's harder than it looks. It's a lot harder than the SNES version, which we also tried.
But you know what they say, there's no crying in baseball, so onward and upwards.
That's right. And in this version, unfortunately, there is also no Tom Hanks. So so let's see what chat has for us. I think this is the kind of game where you have to not strategize to win. That's right. It's really about just hitting the ball, catching the ball, throwing the ball. If you just tune out that brain, you just concentrate on the fundamentals, then that's really what we're looking for. So good insight from SoCal. Probably some coaching experience I'm getting from SoCal, maybe some minor league coaching experience. That's sage advice that I think all the players should follow if they're tuning in. Bears and Beats, call him Emily Bunt.
Okay, all right, Bears, please be calm.
I like it. Chat going off with the puns, almost as many as the home runs that we were seeing. Ghost still looking to connect with one of those pitches. This is that's a pretty solid hit. That's going right down the center of the field, but I don't think it's going to have the distance to go outside. Yeah, that center field is sitting right there waiting for it. Harsh luck, but it only takes 1 pitch. Baseball can turn on a dime, especially in a 0-0 game. It's right there. Oh, that's a good hit. Right over the shortstop's head, right in the crease between the left fielder and the center fielder, and he gets on the base. So this might be a good save state point if he wants to just move it. But then the pitcher comes right back undeterred. Looks like his ERA is sitting around a 3, so it's not good, not bad, whatever. But looks like going back to the top of the inning. So what do you say, Kaz? A couple more minutes, and maybe we call it. Bring everybody in. Have a little discussion about today's game.
Give him to his next out.
Sure. Sounds
or next 3 outs. I mean.
Next inning.
Yes, in fact.
Do you have a favorite baseball? Oh, and he hit the foul ball. I don't think we've seen this before, but then the catcher can move to catch it, and he did the show-offy, I'm going to jump and catch this ball thing. So good for him.
Do I have a favorite baseball?
do you have a favorite baseball that you keep?
Yes. I keep it in the fridge to keep it cool. As you do.
Yes. You don't want those seams coming undone unnecessarily. Did he just hit a home run?
Is it?
It's going.
Yay.
It's gone. That's a home run. The right fielder was not in place to try and make the jump catch. So this is good. He should take a save state here, keep himself up, and just play until he wins. Just win, baby.
Safe at first.
Oh.
All right. Things are going well. Olive, please be calm. She doesn't like baseball very much.
Oh, really? Olive does not have a favorite team. She doesn't.
Also safe.
Good. So Ghost had a slow start, but he's really catching on here. He's got 2 runners on, 1 at first and 1 at second, and he's also looking to get a good pitch here from this pitcher. Oh, he was a little late on that swing. I think he saw it, but I think he's content to go into the bottom of the third and hopefully close this one out. So this pitcher, Rand, he's got a pretty good. Oh no! Bring up the bunter. No! Oh, it's hard to navigate those players. They all move with the same button push, but it depends on where the ball is, determining which player will move. So in that particular case, he should have waited to start to move the outfielder in order to try and catch that ball, maybe with a dive. But no matter, only a runner on first, 1 strike, no outs, 2 strikes now, bottom of the third, holding on to a 1-0 lead. This is exciting, folks. You don't see baseball of this caliber every day. Oh, he doesn't even go for balls there. He just threw 3 strikes, threw three heaters right down the middle, and gets the out. So that's really impressive. But then on the next pitch, it looks like it just goes over everybody's head, stays fair, comes into the left field, and now we got a runner on first and second. This is looking a little dangerous for Ghost. Okay, all right. So he's trying to test the outside of that batter's box again and throws a ball. So he's back to trying to find the limits of this. So he's noticed that the batter's sort of crouched back in the batter's box, crouched back in the hitter's box, and goes for that second ball, testing where that strike zone is. With the 1 out, 2 balls, and now 3rd ball. Okay, so now he's got to put something up, tell his outfielders to move back a little bit. Gets the strike. He knows where that edge is. Maybe should come in a little bit, and then he's trying to curve it inside. Okay, so he's testing the outside. Okay, full count, 1 out, bottom of the third, 1 up, 1-0, and here's his pitch. And he gets him out. Oh, we might have a pitching ace coming up here in Ghost. He's down to his last batter, 2 outs, holding a 1-0 lead. Here we go. He's testing the outside of that batter's box, and he hits the strike. I think he's just going to try and close this one out. I think he's taking no prisoners.
Second strike.
All right. If you're not on your feet, I don't know what you're doing right now. This is exciting. And he gets him out. That's it. Number 3 best friend. GG's.
Yay.
Trying to pitch the perfect game. Doesn't even bother with the base loading.
A no hitter, dang.
To heck with these players trying to catch the ball. I'm going to pitch my way out of this. GG's to Ghost. That was exciting. A pitching ace in our midst. Oh, man. Okay. Kaz, you cannot pay money to see that right now.
That was the best ball game I've ever been to. Truly.
Oh, dude, well, bases loaded. Coming to a stream near you, I'm sure. Okay, so let's bring in all of our racers and see how they feel about all of that, and we'll close out with that. Excellent. Welcome, runners. Congratulations. You all had extremely different play styles in that last game. It was very exciting to watch. Chat was going nuts for all of you guys. Ghost with the superb pitching, that was incredible. But the number 1 best friend for this round again was Luridian. So GG's. It was very close with all of the runners, and you all used your save states to masterful effect. But Luridian, you managed to sneak through the first. So how did you like this game? What are your thoughts coming?
Luridian, be honest. Have you been scouted for the major leagues?
Well, they're sending me down to the minors first. They want to see how I play ball down there, with the guys. I usually go out there, I give them 110%, but sometimes you just gotta roll with the punches, right? See what management wants to do with you, and I'm gonna go down there and I'm gonna give my best and show them what I'm all about. So
Very good.
Well, you know, the fans were just out there for you. You gotta love the fans. They showed up in full force for you today, and you know, I'm sure that they swung a couple of those pitches, got in the minds of the other team.
Yeah, well, you know, it's a great game. It's a great game. Everyone knows it's a great game, but it's nothing without the fans. So, you know, thank you guys for coming out, and we wouldn't be playing the game if it wasn't for you guys, you know? So thank you so much.
The real MVPs.
Yeah, that's right. Well, GG's, you definitely figured out all the mechanics of turning the bases around. Was there something in there that was easier or harder than one of the others, or have you played this game before?
No, I never played the game before. I'm surprised that they asked me to come down in the minors, you know, but I just went out there, gave her 110%, and you know, just thought if I did my best, they'd see the potential I got, and so, you know, just going out there with the guys, throwing the ball around, you know, just doing my best, and that's all I can really say about that.
Awesome. Well, GG's, congratulations. Well earned and well deserved. So the second best friend, Kai Mitten, had a bit of trouble in the first game, so we definitely want to hear about that. But let's talk about your success with this one. You were pretty fearless. You had that exciting turnaround in I think it was the top of the third inning. You hit a big grand slam that put you up 5-3, and you were able to just ride that to victory. What did that feel like? What was going through your mind when you were taking some of those pitches?
Where am I?
Welcome. What is Sneakbike?
I just went to the kitchen and I wanted to get some food, and then I was a hamster for a while, and then I had to do something with a ball, and I really don't know where I am. But there was a lot of flashing lights, and they said home run, and so I tried running home, and I think I'm home now. So I feel pretty okay, I think.
Doing great.
That's right. You are home. You're safe. Everything is fine. You worked the pitches to perfection. I think that was the you found that timing on the pitches, and you just waited for your moment, and you just took it. You just sent that ball into the stands. I'm sure there's some lucky fan out there with that ball that's really happy with it right now.
I hope they cherish it just like I cherish being truly at home and not out there. Question: how does anyone throw a ball that doesn't just get automatically hit? I never once threw a ball that didn't get automatically hit. So it's astounding to me. Ghost. Yeah, that Ghost managed to strike people out.
Yeah, Ghost masterfully. Barry Zito levels, or if I could think of a more modern pitcher, I would. But there's the guy that came out of Detroit, Verlander. He Justin Verlandered that batter's box to perfection. It was awesome to watch.
Just painted the outside corner, man. That's all you got to do.
You really tested it over again. It was really exciting, Ghost, to watch you go to the full count in the top of the third inning, or the bottom of the third inning when you were trying to close out the game. That was really exciting to watch. And,
I gave like you found that second one, that second out for sure. Dude, yeah, I don't know. That game was pretty insane. I guess it took me that for. I couldn't figure out how to get people out the first round. It was just like that first inning. I think I made it to like 0 to 5, and was like, okay, let's get just a single out, and then reset. And then I reset it, and I was like, okay, well, I like figured out how to like set the pitch, and then you like add direction. You can like push up, you go faster, down, you go slower, and then you can have it curve inside or outside. And I just got on the outside and had it curve in, and they didn't swing. So many of them just didn't even swing.
There's also a couple of other pitches that you can do by combining the direction keys that are like a screwball. So you'll see the ball like have this really funny trajectory, but the computer still hits it. So there's not much point to doing it. We were debating beforehand. Do you guys think that the save state helped you, or do you think that it hurts you ultimately? Because that temptation to go back can add time. It can help you move through the game, like game time, but it can hurt you in the race. Do you guys have any thoughts on that?
For me,
go ahead.
For me, like, so the conflict that I had was I wasn't sure if it was like we could continue, like how many times we could do the save state. If it was just like one time and done, like that was my biggest thing.
I see.
And so like my goal was pretty much just like was to make it a 1 inning game. So it's just like all you got to do is win that single inning, and I don't know, like that was my approach, but that was probably not the best approach, obviously. So,
well, that's what they were saying in chat. You got to break the game down into small pieces. It's one batter after another. It's 1 inning at a time. Can't get too far ahead of yourself. Sounds like you're using the pro mentality there. That's what we like to see.
Pro gamer strat.
And so briefly before we let you go, we didn't get a chance to talk to Kai Minton and Ghost about the first game, but we talked to Luridian a little bit. What did you guys think? It's kind of a weird game, weird Metroidvania, very cute.
Oh, I love the Hamtaro games. I honestly, the moment that it started, I wasn't racing. I was just kind of wandering around and exploring and hanging out with people. If I was smarter, I would have like had a focus and like move forward. But I went and I bought like clothes and tried them on.
You looked great.
Thank you. I had a carrot. I don't know. I realized that I should have been racing, but I was like, but look at the hams.
We don't hold it against you. We don't hold it against you. It's I did exactly the same thing. Although I must say that your outfit was a bit cuter. I found some bunny ears and a robe, but I liked the carrot holding that you had.
It was very nice. And Ghost, what did you think of Hamtaro?
I don't think I ever I bought all that stuff, but I don't think I ever actually picked it up or put it on. Like I didn't put it on, but like I guess it was delivered to your house or something. I never really found it.
So if you go back to the clubhouse, you can look in the mirror and then change your outfit, and then you can take a picture.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. that was one of those games that it was like, if it had been 5, I would have thought it was great. But that
last one.
That 6th one, like I don't know what it was. I had like 35 or 38 or something ridiculous actions that I could do that conveniently disappeared whenever I wanted to use them in key points. You know, it was just like, okay, so find the needle in the haystack and then plug it into the needle in the haystack. Cool. You know, like it was cute and like fun, and I felt the same way. I was just like, okay, so we're just playing the game, but it was really difficult to like find a focus or like, yeah, like I said, just to find that 6th one. Like I felt like I interacted with so many of the hams and like all of the levels and just couldn't find that one. And yeah, it was a cute, like fun game, but like yeah, that last one, it got to be like really frustrating, especially since the music doesn't change at all, really. Like it's pretty much the same the whole time. So, but I don't know, it was fun.
Do you think that does anyone think that they'll stream any of these games again or play them going forward?
I really want to play Hamtaro.
Actually, before this, just yesterday, was planning out on stream with some people to play Ham Heartbreak on my stream sometime soon. Like get a bunch of people to voice it out and stuff. So yeah.
Awesome.
Well, very good.
GG's racers, you did excellent. Everyone was, we always say this, but it's always true. You guys were very, very close to each other. Ghost, you found parts of that game we didn't know possible, but you zipped right up to 5, and you should feel very happy with that. Kai Minton, your first race, got to give it up for you. You did great.
Will you be back for more sneak biking?
Yeah, sure. I guess at some point, I'm sure. Yeah, I am the most not competitive person, but I'll certainly be there and play some games.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you to all of our racers. Thank you, Ace, for the shout out to the racers in chat, and thank you for the shout out for us, the commentators. Yeah, we really could not have done it without each and every one of you. So, again,
Thanks again to Jen the Human, who was producing for us today. Thanks again to Melatonin that did a couple of other behind-the-scenes things for us. Thank you to everybody who's participating in the Discord. If you're interested,
thank you to our mods.
Yeah, thank you, Ace. I don't.
And Web and SoCal and Mel.
And thank you everyone for just watching. And yeah, this has been great.
It has been. So just as a reminder, if you want to join Sneakbike, if you want to be a racer, or if you want to get behind the scenes and do some of the producing or some of the commentating, thank you, Mel. Join our Discord. We will ask you to fill out a Google form. That's how we keep track of everyone. And yeah, we would love to have you be part of the Sneak Squad. So we're going to be back next Saturday with another mystery race with friends. We're going to do a beginner level, so you can sort of self-assign if you feel like you're a beginner or you feel like you're more intermediate and advanced, then you are more than welcome to join wherever you feel comfortable. Yeah, Mel pointed out we might mess around with some Sneakly Weeklies to do Hollow Knight. We're working on Hollow Knight randomizers, so stay tuned for that. So otherwise, you can find us every Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern, and when we get started back up with the Sneakly Weeklies, we'll be back every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Those are a lot more casual. But yeah, otherwise, we are all about community.
That's right. And I think we're also heading off for a raid, so if you want to stick around for that.
So here is our raid. Nope, that's not it. Pardon me. There's our raid message. Go ahead and grab that. And I believe we are raiding Fuzzy Games _ They are currently doing a Link to the Past randomizer. You know that a good majority of the Sneak Squad is a huge fan of a Link to the Past, rando or otherwise. They also are big into Hollow Knight and doing Hollow Knight randomizers, and we would love to get them as part of the community. So grab that raid message and stick around for that. And thank you, Sleek. You did a wonderful job. This was Sleek's first time commentating, and we'll have you back here for sure.
No Cosmocordia. Thank you for hosting with me. This was my pleasure, my treat, and yeah, this was great. I think made a good team, and
we'll do it again.
We sneaked all the bikes around. What more can you ask for?
We brought the sneak. We brought the bike.
We brought the sneak. It was the Tour de France of sneak bikes. This is
for sure. All right, everybody. We will catch you later. Bye.
Bye.